This one time, Crash the Rabbit got a hankering to do a little home improvement. Realizing that his bottom was mighty bored, he decided to build something new for it to sit on. He spent a few days building a nice sturdy bench, then painted it a lovely shade of pink. While the paint was still wet, his neighbor Chico the Hedgehog paid him a visit. Hey, Crash, what's up? Crash?
Huh? Hey, dude.
It's done?
Yep. I'm just waiting for the paint to dry.
It turned out pretty nice.
I wish that I could sit on it now.
Well, that depends on what kind of paint you used. Quick drying or slow drying?
Beats me. But by now it's probably dry. Nope, obviously it's still wet.
Sorry, but it looks like you used slow drying paint. Crash was not a fan of waiting. He liked to keep busy.
Fine then. I'm gonna find something to do while I wait for the paint to dry. Look! I've got all this paint left. Need anything pinkified?
I don't think so. Thanks.
Bummer. Oh, I could give you rose-colored glasses.
Thanks, but no. Maybe Wally has something he needs painted.
Great! Come on, let's get over there.
Wally was a poet, but based on the garbage he was writing that day, you'd never know it.
Wally! Wally!
Wally! Boo!
Please stop yelling out there. My poet mojo is very fragile.
This page doesn't appear to have any mojo on it at all.
Maybe we scared his mojo away.
You can't see poet mojo on a page. Poet mojo must be felt in your heart.
All right, and what exactly does Poet Mojo feel like?
Well, it's like when something enormous, heavy, groggy, unmovable like a hippopotamus, it becomes light as a feather and flies like a cloud flies puffily, cloudily, lovelily flies.
A bit confused over here. Are you saying good poetry's like a flying hippo?
It couldn't be clearer. The poetry mojo makes the hippo fly. Without it, every word is stuck in the mud. But with the poet mojo's inspiration, those muddy words grow wings. What is this? Paint?
Hey, looks like I was right. Wally wanted something painted after all.
Why are you doing that?
Covering these horrible groups of words up.
But you're the one who wrote all of them, right?
And it's my responsibility to protect the world from them. Yeah, this is terrible.
You're painting all your poet paper pink?
These mojoless musings are worse than you think. Ooh, sounds like the first two lines of a poem. I should write it down.
All right, but you just pinkified all your paper.
No sweat. One can write poetry anywhere. Painting all my poet paper pink. Mojoless musings are worse than you think. But perhaps the pink pages will inspire you to grab a brush and paint a...
Paint a bench?
Say what? It needs to rhyme like paint a hippo or two.
Or better yet...
Pipe down, my mojo's back. A hippo's life might look hollow, spending his days in a filthy wallow, with nothing but more of the same to follow. But hear the noble hippo call. Oh, ne'er has the world known a happier soul. If you doubt it, then you can just go paint a bench.
What's wrong? Did his mojo bail again?
Looks like it. His hippo must be stuck in the mud, so to speak.
Wally, come on! How long are you gonna stay up there?
I can't get down.
He's probably just waiting for the paint to dry.
No, I can't get down because I'm really terrified of heights.
Then why'd
why'd
you climb a tree?
Wally?
No idea. It just happened.
We'll find a way to get you down.
Yep.
Go. This isn't quite high enough.
Then we need more stuff.
Guys, please help me.
Almost there. Kinda.
We're out of stuff. Wait. Yes!
Easy. So, is it over? Wet paint sign. Aw.
It was a nice little bench.
Crash, Chico, you saved my life, remember? Your good friend, Wally. I'd like to think I'm worth more than a bench. At least a little. Of course, it was a really nice bench.
Wally, pal. Of course you are. I can make as many benches as I want. But there's only one Wally, and he's a treasure.
Chico teared up a little watching the tender scene. To keep from crying, he looked up at the sky. Wally, Crash, look it! It's a
real flying hippo. Yeah!
Yay! Look at him go! Mojo Hippo! How wonderful! For the third straight day, not counting lunch breaks, Rosa was reading the very bestest book she'd ever read. It was full of lovely pictures and poetic words, but she had almost reached the end. In fact, there's so little left we can probably read the rest of it with Rosa. The fearless knight drove away the monstrous dragon and smiled suavely at the princess he had just saved. When you're around, said the princess to the knight, my heart does flip-flops of unbridled joy in my royal ribcage.
Beautiful writing! I wish my ribcage was royal.
And when you're around, the dashing knight replied, I feel alive, like I could vanquish every dragon in Dragonland without breaking a sweat. He took her by the trotter and led her back to the palace, where they ate much cake.
What? That's all? Must be super great to be a princess. Strong, handsome knights always going on daring quests to gain your notice. Hey, I wonder if some knights would go questing for me if I encouraged them.
Princess Rosa decided to inspire Sir Chico and Sir Crash. They were doing scientific tests at the time, and is not science itself a quest for knowledge?
Done and done. Time to start the countdown.
5 and 4.
Hi, boys! Do I look
3,
any royaler?
2,
Dare I say even princess-like?
1.
Are you inspired by it?
Boom.
Ah! What the burnt bacon?
All right. Look at that.
Awesome.
Look at me! Some knights.
Strangely, neither Chico nor Crash dropped everything to go on a quest for Rosa. Maybe she needed a knight who was more mature, less silly loud boyish. Someone like Wally. He was a poet. Poets are totally romantic, right?
Well, hello there, Wally. It's kind of crazy, but all day long my heart has been doing flip-flops in my royal ribcage. Yee! Wally. Hey, Wally!
Hello, Rosa.
Hi, finally. Are you all right?
I'm terrible. For I am talentless.
But you're really talented.
I'm not. Let's be honest with each other. I stink. My poems are awful. What'd you say about your heart?
Actually, nothing special.
Olga has this great heart medicine, made from pine cones or something. It's good for whenever you're nervous. Sometimes it really helps. Want some?
Mm-mm.
When life gets hard, seeking good advice can really help. Rosa decided to ask Carlin for his advice about who she should get to quest for her. Maybe Carlin himself would want to do it.
Weeping worms, Rosa. What's happened to make you so miserable?
I read a book.
What, the saddest book ever written?
No, it is the happiest ending ever about a beautiful princess that everyone loves. Everyone goes on quests for her, but it seems no one will do anything for Princess Rosa at all. I just feel so sad.
I see. Well, first of all, you must stop crying. You say you feel sad and lonely? My dear, you couldn't have come to a better bird. No one understands feeling lonely like a big, loud, grumpy, crotchety old crow. One time, my ship got caught in a storm and sank, and I ended up shipwrecked. I found myself alone on a small island, completely cut off from the rest of the world. Then I discovered another passenger washed up on the other end of the same island. Turns out he was this prince from some foreign kingdom.
Prince? All right, now you're talking. I'll find a prince as soon as possible. Thank you, Carlin. One thing, where can I find one? Like, is there a prince shop?
I
My prince. Prince!
Rosa went down to the beach and searched all the dunes, hoping desperately to find that at least one shipwrecked prince had washed up there. Rosa searched and searched, but alas, she did not find a single prince. She sighed as the sun began to vanish on the horizon, taking the hopes and dreams of a certain pig with it.
Oh, sweet mystery of life! At last I found you! I am the princiest prince ever! Please send me on a quest!
Thank you, Pumpkin Prince. I was just heading home.
But you must not!
Why?
You must send me on a quest! 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 It's all you've talked about all day! Give me a quest! Give me a...
Guys, what were you doing inside that thing?
Play.
So, we thought you'd like it if someone went on a quest for you.
So we constructed a prince.
You call that a prince? It's a monster!
I told you guys.
Because the prince was really a dragon in disguise the whole time.
Rosa looked around at her dear friends who had gone to so much trouble just to make her happy. They were way better than some silly prince. She realized that all of them were already on a wonderful quest, all together. A quest called Being Lifelong Friends.
Well, I'm not a princess, but I'm as happy as one.
Hello? Is it okay if I stay here?
Yeah, sure. Make yourself at home.
You're a good friend. Hold that.
And how long do you think you'll...
Oh, don't worry. It won't take long. I'm just renovating a few small things.
Crash, I think you still have work to...
Renovating takes careful planning. You can't rush it. What a tasty meal. You can really cook.
Well, thank you.
No, thank you. And now let's fly a kite.
Well, sure. But we should probably wash some dishes first, right?
No worries, pal. When you're done, I'll be outside. Woo! That's a great kite! Woohoo! Yeah! Yo! What's taking you so long? Come on, hurry! Woo! Oh, sorry, go ahead and sleep. I'm so sorry.
Oh, my. I'm sorry, Crash, but it's not working. Is there anywhere else you can stay for a while?
Oh, no, don't worry about it. Chico, really, you're not my only friend. I can stay with Barry.
Whew.
Barry, open the door!
Whoa.
Barry, open
What?
the door!
All
Barry,
right,
you sleeping?
jeez. All right, I'm coming.
Barry? Hi, Barry. I'm just gonna live here for a while.
All right, then. No problem. So, what happened to you?
It's all good. See you in the morning.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me give it a try. Huh, what is it?
My old lawnmower. Don't make them like this anymore. It's pretty much the only one left.
I got it. Go back to sleep. I'll mow the lawn myself.
Come back!
Oh, for crying out loud! Oh, crash! No, no, no! Where did it go?
Simply amazing!
Hey there, did you find it? You know, Barry, it could always be worse. My renovations are so frustrating. Now that's something to worry about.
What?
I've been thinking, would you be offended if I just crashed with Pin? For a while.
What is this?
Greetings, friend. So I decided to turn down the thermostat. We would have been frozen in here.
Oh my God!
You know what? I think I'll hold off. Renovating is such a headache.
It sure is.
It's my problem, after all. Why are you so upset? It'll take me a year at least.
What? An entire year? Too long.
Well, either way, fixing up your home will take some help.
I told you so. Just had to get started. Anything's possible if you work hard.
The main thing is to work together like a team and do it right, like a really good carpenter would.
We should renovate every house. Why not?
Great idea!
But where will you all live? Oh. Well, that's how it goes. We all need to fix our places up. We'll finish one of these days.
Are you absolutely positive the fish are going to eat this strange bait? Cacti grow in the desert. Fish live in the water. You know that, right?
I knew it wasn't a good idea to take someone smart like you out fishing.
Yes, you're right. It's good that we're here alone. A fish would probably try a cactus just to try it.
Docko, I'll be stung by a bee. You'll scare away the fish with your pacing, you know?
Yes? Are you hypothesizing that fish can hear us? Someone must have written about this. I'll check my reference book.
Oh, yeah!
Incredible! A fish will eat cactus after all, even when they see it for the first time. I wonder if it's coincidence or perhaps consistent behavior. We should repeat the experiment and see if we can achieve the same result for the sake of science. For science!
What? Oh, Docko, what have you... All of the fish will be laughing at us.
Laughing at us? These amazing creatures are able to laugh? Incredible. Let me check this fact out in my reference book, just in case.
Give me that stupid book right now!
It looks like we're in a tree.
It's a good thing we didn't sink. I wonder how high up we are. I can't see anything. The trees are too thick up here. If I ever get out of here, everything is getting cleared.
I think the height can be identified experimentally.
Oh, you and all your tests and experiments. Here's a nice, old proven method. Hey-oh. Ah, it sounds like the height's considerable.
Which was clear from my experiment. Oh, well, I suppose there's really nothing much for us to do, but,
Nothing but what?
But wait and ask for help.
Sweet as honey. Hey, hey, hey! Is anyone out there? We're in a tree! Oh, it's not working.
Well, why would you use such crude methods? We'll leave a map to our location. That should do it.
It'll take a year to find that thing. I prefer the old crude method. Hey, hey, hey! Tonight's performance is canceled. I've lost my voice.
I'm so very sorry. We'll never know the true effectiveness of your method.
Yeah, it's high time we had some lunch.
My friend, you and I are extremely lucky.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Just listen to me. Unlike many unfortunate folks who end up out in the world unprepared, we have stuff to eat.
Cactuses?
And why not? If they're good enough for fish, they're good enough for us. Delicious. I have to admit, it's pretty edible.
It's good that you like the cactus. Sandwiches alone wouldn't have done it for us, and we got plenty of cactus. No.
I can't go on anymore. We'll soon be found. I'm certainly missed.
Why are only you being missed? Oh, darn it.
Well, it's logical to assume that my friends would drop by my house to see me, and not finding me.
Well, think Daco's gone off doing his darn experiments. You're always gone several weeks in a row.
I hardly notice. It's all done for the sake of research.
I wouldn't doubt it.
And I don't sleep for 3 months in a row, like some do.
Why do you say that? Do you think it's fun hibernating all winter?
I don't know what's going on with us. Incredible. Well, I guess that's it. I'm going home.
Well, take care, neighbor.
Hey, Barry.
What is it?
I just thought maybe we could go fishing together another time.
Only if we fish from the shore.
And no fishing reference books.
What about tomorrow?
I don't see why not. I'll be stung by a bee.
Ha! Incredible.
Step on it, will you? We haven't got a moment to lose, Crash.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Okay, ready now? Clear! One more time. Clear!
I think we're losing him.
1, 2, clear! 1, 2, clear! 1, 2, clear!
Yeah.
Whew. Well, that certainly was a close one, wasn't it?
Just as I thought. Too much honey again.
I'm sorry, fellas. It happens every time. I just can't seem to control myself, can I? I tell myself, just have a wee pawful, if you will. But then before I know it, I've had a whole jug and then another one. I try so hard to say no, but it's so yummy. Huh?
So, no more honey for you.
That's great. Much obliged. From now on, I'm cutting way back. I see you're taking the key with you. Are you sure you don't want to leave it? Yeah, I think I might have a problem.
All right now. Since our recent solution of isolating the honey from the patient proved unsuccessful, we have no choice but to isolate the patient. From now on, the patient will follow a strict schedule. It's the only way to help him.
Open this door! I'm endowed with inalienable rights! I don't know what that means, but I sure as heck am going to find out. Now, you let me out of here or else. You hear me?
I'm sorry. This problem calls for drastic measures.
I'll give you drastic. Now open this door! Let me out! Let me out! There once was a bear named Barry who ate too much honey one day. The good doctor came, and much to his shame, he locked poor old Barry away. Hey, Warden, I'm starving here.
Lunch is in an hour. Halt! Who's there?
Wally, I promised Barry I'd stop by today.
Got honey?
No, I'm clean.
Make it short.
The sheep has crossed over the meadow.
The passageway's finished. I dug it out with a spoon. I hid it.
The bear enters the cave when the moon is full.
Could you be more specific?
About 7:40.
7:40 p.m. Got it. And you'll be waiting in the garden?
I'll be there.
Thanks, Wally. Gotta go. Got some last-minute preparations. Wally, are you there?
I'm here.
Wally, I'm stuck in a hole. I can't get out.
Just keep calm and take a deep breath. You're safe. The coast is clear.
Wait, forgot something. Ha!
Barry, wait up. Where are you going?
Wally, I'm journeying to a distant land, a land where no door is bolted, no soul is bound, where a man may live free.
Take me with you. Take me with you.
Come with me, Wally, and we'll create a world where no man is shackled by the chains of society, where no man is imprisoned in darkness, where a guy can have as much honey as he wants, when he wants, and nobody can tell him otherwise. Wally, I did it again.
Are you okay?
Oh.
Barry, what is it?
Oh, Wally, the honey. I think I ate too fast. Oh, the cruel hand of fate. I can't go on. Get help. This could be the end of me.
Help! Help! Someone help! Emergency! Emergency! Oh, no. What's this? Why are you playing such sad music? Barry may be sick, but it's not the end. Please, now is not the time to be morbid. I beg you to lighten it up. Thank you so much. That's a lot better. Help! Help! Someone!
And now, in second, the first runner-up in our beauty pageant, the honorable mention, our number 2. And this was not an easy decision, folks. The floral crown goes to Olga. All that is left now is tonight's queen. Oh, wow. By unanimous decision, this year's winner, by virtue of her beauty and grace, is our one and only Rosa!
Pardon? I won?
Ah, she's both graceful and beautiful.
Your attention, please. We have a special prize for our new queen. Behold, the royal treasures. Some jam and a bicycle tire. Once she eats all the jam, she'll look like the tire, am I right? And there's more. In addition to a crown and these fantastic prizes, Rosa's automatically entered in the Miss Cosmos pageant.
La la la!
Do you need this mirror? You already know you'll win. Anyone else would be crazy to think they had a chance. We all know it. You gotta agree.
Well, I can't dispute it, so I won't. But I'll still need that mirror. Olga!
Your Majesty, you're stunning as always.
Ah, très belle, mademoiselle. Like an angel straight from heaven. Easy on the eyes. Mwah.
Such beauty, such perfect dimensions, such an unblemished complexion. Multiply that by good bone structure, then quadruple her grace to the infinite power, and we still don't come close. Her beauty is almost incalculable. But look here. See if what your future holds is written in the stars.
Rosa! Rosa, it's from the Miss Cosmos pageant.
What? I didn't make the cut? Is this right? I don't get it. Am I not poised enough? It can't be. Am I not beautiful?
Ridiculous.
Those judges have no idea. They wouldn't know poise if it bit them.
26, 34, 26. And then, well, according to the chart they sent, I don't qualify at all. I don't come close. I'm the opposite. How could I think that I was beautiful? I couldn't even get work as a clown in a circus. I'm just a meatball with eyelashes.
But Rosa!
Would all of you just leave me alone? I can't believe you lied to me. You made me think I was beautiful.
Rosa!
Why couldn't you tell me the truth? If you had just told me that I'm a creepy little troll, I wouldn't have made such a fool of myself. I was all, I'm a beauty queen this, and I'm a beauty queen that. Was it all a big joke for you? Well, I hope it was worth it. God, laugh it up.
Rosa, why are you running away? You're still the same beautiful Rosa to the rest of us.
Yeah, right. Then you have bad taste.
Why is it us? Maybe those judges have bad taste.
If I'm never going to be Miss Cosmos, then what's the point in trying at all anymore?
Do it for us. We live in our own little universe. What would we do without our beauty queen? Due to a complete lack of appreciation for all things graceful and beautiful, for generosity and for kindness, we're leaving this universe and breaking out on our own to form a new one with our own guidelines for beauty and character. And since our very own Rosa fits all of our specifications, she will, in short, by unanimous vote, witnessed by all present, be our Miss Cosmos and our Queen of Everything.
Does this mean I have to go back to making an effort again? Like washing my face and my house and being beautiful inside and out?
Yes!
Please hold. I'll do it! I'll be your queen. There's no rest for the gorgeous. Oh well. Someone's gotta do it. Some people have all the luck. They have these great abilities. See through walls, move objects around with their mind. It's so unfair. Dreadfully unfair. I feel like I'm an extraordinary girl inside. I just don't have extraordinary abilities. It's just a silly dream. What's that smell?
Incredible! I can't believe what I'm seeing! It's definitely an unidentified phenomenon. Rosa, extraordinary!
Who?
A person with extraordinary abilities.
Oh, Rosa, I've been looking for you everywhere. Would you like to go swing on the swings?
I can't go.
Why not?
Oh, don't ask. You wouldn't understand. We can't you see that we with extraordinary abilities can't be understood? We are so extraordinary. Wouldn't you know it? Just when you're ready to save the world, no one is threatening it. Well, what are you two up to now, huh?
Just a little, son. This tree fell down. Oh.
It was during last night's storm.
Uh-huh. Stand back. Watch this. Nailed it.
That's one way to do it.
Rosa, thank you.
Why are you hiding? I'm here to help you.
We'll come out later.
When you run out of charge.
Barry, What's wrong?
I know your game. If you want something, just take it. Really. Take my watermelon.
I don't want anything!
Just calm down. I beg you. Please leave me.
Why are you all afraid of me? Taco! What is that?
A rubber suit. It doesn't conduct electricity. I feel absolutely safe around you. Come in. Look! I also made one for you.
Am I supposed to wear that forever?
Of course not. Only outside. Or if someone comes to visit. When you're alone, there's no need for it.
I don't want a special outfit! I don't need anyone! I thought when you had extraordinary abilities, people would adore you. That's not how it is. They want to put you in a space suit. I only wanted to be helpful.
It's me, Wally. I know you weren't expecting me. Here.
They're beautiful! Oh, I'm sorry. Dear me. Are you okay?
No, everything's fine. I think I feel extraordinary.
I must admit, Rosa, I do love the Pancake Week celebration. Though truth be told, I sometimes go overboard with the goodies.
Oh? But you never seem to gain any extra weight, Olga.
I owe it all to my spinning class. The calories practically melt off. Now, our timer says it's time to flip our pancakes. Now, with a light-controlled movement, we gently flick the pan and flick! There.
Oh dear, I flicked too hard.
No worries, dear. With a little practice, you'll soon be flicking with ease.
Okay, now, just a couple seconds more. Arms higher.
I can smell those pancakes now. I'm starving. How long's this gonna take anyway?
That's what I'd like to know.
It has to be perfect. In our tradition, during the harvest season, the scarecrow is a symbol of abundance and fertility.
You don't say. That's very true. Our forefathers built the first harvest scarecrow. It is hallowed. Now let's go eat some pancakes.
Sounds good to
Oh, I
me.
eat like 20 of them. Do they make carrot pancakes?
Now then, a few adjustments. Just to make it a bit more aesthetically pleasing, if you will. Now, right there. Let's see if we could just tip it a little to the...
We want pancakes! We want pancakes! We want...
Keep it down now. You'll get your pancakes soon enough. Now, a flick of the wrist and up.
Talk about sweet buttery goodness. Oh.
Who'd like some homemade strawberry jam?
Hey!
I want some.
Huh? Hey, where's Wally? Why isn't he here? Pancakes and jam are his favorite food.
Huh.
Not a problem. Taco and I will be happy to leave in this pancake. Free-sliced.
Huh?
More importantly, what are we gonna do with this big old scarecrow?
Well, according to tradition, when we finish our feast and the Pancake Week celebration comes to an end, we burn it as an offering.
Okay, Sounds like a pretty good idea to me.
Wow, that sounds like fun.
What are we waiting for? We're all done chowing down, ain't we? What say we light her up and appease some crop gods? Yeah, this'll flame up real good. Here's to having a super bountiful harvest this year.
How could you do this, Wally? Now our harvest will be ruined.
Rosa's right. The harvest gods are going to be so angry it's not even funny.
You have ruined the entire celebration, Wally. Those pancakes lay bitter in my stomach.
I know I deserve to be punished, don't I?
Look at that giant rain cloud.
What's the matter?
Phooey, that rain ruined everything. Wetter than a whirlpool. No good.
You know, I've got some firecrackers I was saving for the new year. Let's throw them on top and blow it sky high.
That sounds like a quite sensible solution.
Guess we could try. Of course, that's not how it's traditionally done. But then again, who am I to stand in the way of progress? Yeah!
Ask me, that there fuse you got looks mighty dry. Why not toss some kerosene on it to get it ready?
Oh, it's ready, all right. Just watch this.
Okay.
Surprise.
What kind of joke you playing, Wally?
Wally, why did you... Why?
I didn't mean it. I just wanted to fix its eyes, you see? And before I knew it, I got stuck. And I didn't want to ruin the celebration. Honest.
What? You didn't want to ruin the celebration? And what if you had gotten burnt to death? I've never heard of such a thing. How thoughtless can you possibly be?
Come on, Olga. He said he was sorry.
You come out from under there. You hear me?
Don't be angry, Olga. It's the holiday. You should forgive him.
Sure. I'll forgive him, all right. Only first I'll tan his hide good.
Better apologize, Wally, or there are gonna be fireworks.
Wally, where are you going? Stop! Don't you dare run away from me!
Come back! We all forgive you, Wally!
Does this mean I can have your pancakes, Wally?
If we get a good harvest this year, I'll be darned. No. No.
What's going on?
Maybe you can help, Doco. I'd like to plant a row of bushes to keep the wind away from my garden, but I'm not sure where. The wind seems to come from all directions.
I don't think one row will do it. It may be a bit more complicated than that. I'm thinking here and here and here. Of course! You should build a labyrinth around your entire property. It will cut down on the wind, but apart from that, it will add a certain aesthetic. Throw in the entertainment factor, and you've got quite a comprehensive plan. So this row starts to the left, but then snakes to the right? Yes. Now, where did I leave off? And then back to the left, so we have enough room to fit the dead end.
Why do we need a dead end?
It's the pièce de résistance of any labyrinth. The more dead ends there are, the more interesting the labyrinth.
But how will I be able to find my way home again with so many dead ends all over the labyrinth?
With the map at first, but then you'll just learn your way. When Barry and I first created this labyrinth, we had a few simple goals to achieve. We wanted to control the wind and make Barry's garden more fun for him to work in. But as the hedgerows grew and the labyrinth started to expand, I realized that it could become a grand form of entertainment for everyone.
But how so? What's fun about it?
Well, my good friend, you're about to find out. As you can see, the labyrinth consists of a series of diverging paths, only one of which leads to the center. It's the search for this one path that makes the labyrinth so much fun. The one to reach the center of the labyrinth first and wake up Barry from his hibernation is today's big winner.
Yellow Spring? Ugh. What kind of sorcery is this? I have no map, so now what?
Bum, 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 bum. So it's this way. Bum, 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 ba, da, da, ba, bum. This is fun, right? You can look a little happier. So if we're here, we just swing up and around and...
Daco, can we be done now? It's well past lunch.
I guess, but no one's even tried making it through the labyrinth. Aren't you up for a challenge? Oh, well then, if it's too much for all of you, we'll just give up. Hey, over here, please.
Wait, we just went in a circle.
Hey, do you really know where we are by any chance?
Yes, of course. It's all here on the map. Wow, it's windy, but not here inside the labyrinth. In here, it's calm and quiet and protected.
My kingdom for a bottle of water.
Crash.
We just need to make it to Barry's house now. He'll be well stocked with plenty of supplies. Huh? Did anybody else hear that? See, I knew we would find it.
Daco, what is the meaning
There's
of
no
this?
Barry in there, and no food. And the well is in that maze somewhere.
What a
I
shame.
think this is the end.
Yeah,
Wait, the
we won't
labyrinth
survive
out of
long
edible
like
bushes.
this.
One thing I know.
An hour, maybe?
Goodness me.
I can see it on the
What's that sound? There.
right where the food's
Hallucination, Chico, the dehydration. I heard the same thing last night.
Hey, wait, did I leave
Wait! I think I hear it too!
I think it sounds like a motor.
I think it's dead.
Like the Grim Reaper.
We're okay. I hope. Oh,
I knew it.
I'm so happy to see anyone perform.
you're right. Yes, a lovely, wonderful breeze. Don't you agree it feels nice, Barry? What on earth were you thinking when you wanted to block it out? Such a beautiful, clean breeze. We barely made it out alive. A nice row of bushes would have been fine.
So he's way down there in the well. He has no voice, he can't shout, he can't talk, and he's freezing. And the people up top think that he's some water spirit. So they throw apples to him thinking it'll bring them more water. The first apple misses him, but the second and third, they hit him right on the noggin. Hey, gardener, I am talking to you. Answer me! Are you deaf?
Yeah, the apples, I heard you. So what? I have a garden to tend here. Huh?
All you care about is gardening. I mean, just imagine. What if you were the one who fell in that well? You try to shout, but you have no You lay there. It's cold, buried in apples. You think that it's all over for you. You look up. You see a light. You think it's the light at the end of the tunnel. But it's really just a light bulb that the people up top lowered into the well to see what was really going on. The light is coming towards you. Closer. Closer. You can almost touch it. And then you get a great big electric shock!
No! 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 No!
What do you think this is, a circus act? Someone help him!
That's right! And then Rosa jumps up and shouts like this. Ah!
And then Barry takes a step backwards, and the rake hits in the back of his head. Ba-boom! And then he takes a step forward onto the other rake. Ba-boom! He takes a step back again. Boom! He steps forward. Boom! He steps back
You
again.
crazy
Boom!
kids.
He steps forward.
It's true. That's how it
I
happened.
don't believe it. I don't believe my friend Barry was such a klutz, and that he would step on the same rake over and over and over again. The world is not as simple as you might think, my young friends. Let's take Rosa, for instance. So carefree.
And just what do you mean by carefree?
I mean, it's good. You're just walking along, humming a little song, and don't see the danger hidden in the grass. You don't see it, but Barry does. Just then, he sees that Rosa is about to accidentally step on the rake hidden in the tall grass. He realizes that he is able to save her, but only if he steps on the rake himself. And so, he does it. He steps on it. Chico, you're just not getting the point at all. You're acting like a fool. I need a real hero. Am I clear? A hero.
My friend, I understand what happened now. You were sacrificing yourself for someone else. You're amazing.
So what you're saying here is that Barry's a hero, and that I'm just carefree? A fool who's not cool?
I'm so impressed. It's amazing how you connected all the dots to figure out exactly what happened. But there's never a guarantee that those around us will understand our true intentions. Everyone sees things so differently. We're so lucky to have such a remarkable behavior analyst as you. It's so rare. How can we make sure that everybody understands exactly what we mean?
It's all in your expressions, old chap. That's right, expressions. If you're going to laugh, then laugh so that people will hear you miles away. Now, if you think that the moment is tragic and you feel like you need to shed a tear...
Is everything all right?
You have to do it so no one has any doubts as to what your true intentions are.
That's very interesting. But what if I'm doing something that I consider to be really smart, but everyone else around me refuses to acknowledge it?
It's quite simple, actually. First, lower your brows, then you squint your eyes like this, you smile ambiguously, and proceed to condescendingly shake your head back and forth ever so slowly.
But what if you realize that in reality what you're doing is something stupid, but you don't want everybody to catch on?
Do the exact same thing, except add a stupid smile to your face.
That's
Wow.
cool.
It's got
What
potential.
am I doing now?
Oh, you're up to no good.
That's right. And now?
You're being greedy.
That's right.
We can read you like a book, my friend. Communicating with you is a pleasure.
Okay, see if you can guess what I'm doing now.
Hey, guys, what happened to me?
The carefree Rosa was walking and didn't see the danger.
But you saw it and threw yourself on the rake.